everybody. It's Allie. And welcome to our Y&R Chat for Sunday, November 26th, 2023. I am having a hard time understanding why I can't have Gloria every day. Monday through Friday, Gloria, Gloria, Gloria? Maybe I wouldn't appreciate it as much if I saw her as much. I don't know. But the moment that she stumbled on screen in her green sparkly pantsuit and oversized black sunglasses, I was like, this character brings life to the show. She brings life and star power to the show. Even when her star is jet-lagged and exhausted and probably a little drunk, let's be honest. Oh, Glow! She wasn't Golden Glow this time. She was Green Glow. Ugh. Ah! I loved the way Y&R really built up the suspense around where she was, what trouble she had gotten herself into that Michael had to get her out of. That was almost equal amount of suspense as the Claire and Nikki stuff. That was suspense to me. Well, so it turns out Gloria had an affair with a Singaporean diplomat. As one does. And when his wife caught them together, well, she made an apologetic and completely graceful exit and then just moved on with her life. Not. No. Wait. Actually, what she did was raided the woman's closet on the way out. Took a couple pairs of pumps and apparently a fabulous silk dress. As one does. And then she ended up getting arrested because the diplomat, the husband, pressed charges against her. How dare he? But Michael, our brilliant family attorney, was able to get her off on a case of mistaken identity. I mean, I don't know. The Singaporean legal system must have just had absolutely no idea what they were in for when Michael Baldwin stepped into that courtroom, because he must snake oil salesman his way right out of there with his mother. Probably like so slippery and slick you couldn't even catch him. They just slipped onto a plane and right back to Genoa City, where how dare Lauren not have a hot homemade Thanksgiving meal waiting for them? I mean, is that any way to treat your recently incarcerated mother-in-law? I think not. Oh. So Lauren instead put on her gorgeous bronze sequin Thanksgiving dress, looking like a sparkly turkey. The most gorgeous turkey in the market. And she rented out the Society restaurant, and she gave the Baldwin-Fisher family a reunion that we will not soon forget. And I have to say, I was really so happy to see Kevin. I don't watch Days of Our Lives, so I haven't seen his face in a while. But when he called Michael Mikey, my heart, it just melted all over the place. And when he was talking about the things that he was grateful for, and he said that he was grateful for his health, he looked right at Christian LeBlanc. Christian LeBlanc. I above all, am just so grateful that, you know, he's back and that he's looking so good, honestly. The hair, the suit, the facial expressions, the eye. Everything looked right. He looks totally fully recovered. And in fact, he looks better than ever. Oh, gosh. Yay. Yay. I could tell. I just feel that he was happy to be there. Like, it felt like coming home. He was coming home. Oh, so good. So good. I mean, for me, the chemistry of the Baldwin-Fisher clan has more magic than the Abbotts and the Newmans and the Winters is. I just feel like they're the fun, relatable family. They're a group of wild rapscallions glued together by Michael and Lauren's long and steady love for each other. I am stuffed. Where the Baldwin-Fisher family is anything but traditional, the Abbott family is the epitome of tradition. Well, except for Billy, who hates pumpkin pie. And I couldn't agree more. I was like, yes, Billy, go! Tell the truth. Speak it. Let the world know the truth that pumpkin pie sucks. It is slimy. It's slimy. That's all I'm going to say. Chelsea was there for the occasion to judge Billy's correct view on the pumpkin pie matter. And Tracy was there to offer a dessert alternative. I just appreciated that. Thank you, Tracy, for recognizing that not everybody likes pumpkin pie and for offering an alternative. Whew. Kyle was there looking like he had raided Billy's wardrobe for the event. Kyle, in the turtleneck and suit jacket look. Maybe he was more trying to copy Tucker, trying to be a little more Tucker with the turtleneck and suit jacket ensemble. It's a choice. He can make it. I mean, I think he pulled it off. But I don't know if he is going to pull off the whole subterfuge with Tucker and Audra. Kyle accepted Jack's COO title this week, the paltry COO title that Jack offered him. And he was able to convince Tucker and Audra to let him back in on the plan so that he can be their inside man. But I don't know if Kyle is going to be able to ultimately pull it off. I think they're going to find him out. This week, Kyle was secretly recording Ashley without her consent. Ew. And then he passed it along to Tucker, and that is what he used as kind of a proof that he was on their side. But, I mean, really, that recording was kind of small potatoes. What happens next week or the week after when Tucker and Audra ask Kyle to do something really shady? Something that really puts Jabot or the family in danger. Besides, I mean, what Ashley said was kind of pro-Tucker. Ashley is skipping Mrs. Martinez's turkey dinner this year to spend all of her time encouraging Tucker and Devon to make peace. And I don't know, I feel like Kyle might just end up fueling the war. I just felt like what Ashley said on the recording was not that big of a deal, because what she was saying was, to Jack, well, let me try to help Tucker. And if that works to our benefit, then great. And I would think that Tucker would be happy to hear that. Especially since, as Audra said, Tucker loves Ashley just as much as he hates her right now. Despite the otherworldly connection that Tucker and Audra seem to have. In another world, in another world. And yeah, I mean, I agree. I Tucker and Audra's connection, I like that too. But by the way, I think Thanksgiving cheeseburgers is a complete stroke of genius. I mean, I would way rather attend a cheeseburger dinner than a turkey dinner. Especially since these are upper crusters. So they didn't just go to Burger King or Burger Beat or whatever. No, they went and had their burgers at the GCAC on a plate with cloth napkins. Woo-hoo-hoo. How nice of the Winters family to invite Nate to have Thanksgiving tarts with them. Did you see the Thanksgiving tarts? That's what they had, tarts. Thanksgiving tarts at Lily's apartment, where she can't answer her own door because Crystal Khalil is too pregnant. I actually had a moment when Lily was drinking champagne at the party, and I thought, oh, Lily, don't drink that. That's champagne, and you're pregnant. No, wait. Oops, hold on. I crossed the streams. Why do I get the feeling that Nate would not have been invited to the meal if it hadn't been for Maime and the fact that Devon and Lily wanted to pump Maime for information on Tucker? I thought they did a good job of building suspense on that one. It was similar on the Gloria end, like building up suspense is what did Gloria get herself into, and then over on this side, is Maime going to actually reveal this secret? And yeah, and it worked out for everyone eventually. Maime's information on Tucker in exchange for Lily and Devon considering giving Nate a job at Chancellor Winters so that he doesn't end up cold and alone in a ditch somewhere this winter. And yeah, Maime delivered. She told everyone that her information on Tucker was basically just that he's not trying to take over Chancellor Winters. He just wants Devon to have it instead of Jill, and that's a goal that they had in common. So, I mean, I don't know. I imagine that when Devon and Tucker meet up at, for Ashley's benefit, maybe next week, that there's going to be some softening on Devon's hard line about Tucker, because he had a real hard line about Tucker early in the week. Devon was like, that's it. I've had it. I'm disconnecting from my dad. I never want to see him again. It's way too many lies. Even if he is apparently the world's best grandpa, I can't deal with it anymore. No more Tucker. But I think that given, in the light of Maime's information, I think we're going to see that change next week. Maybe. But you know what I'd really like to see? I think I'm ready to see a story for Abby and Devon, because Abby keeps popping up week after week, and I'm seeing her and I'm like, oh God, she's beautiful, and she's such a wonderful supporting character on the show right now, and I just think, oh, she deserves to be highlighted more. I feel like she's forgotten a lot right now. Like, I don't know, she always breezes into the scene and she's looking fresh and gorgeous, and I'm thinking, oh, she's so humble and she's so fun, and maybe this is just the right amount that's keeping me interested in her, but something is telling me that I need more. Weren't Abby and Devon talking about getting married just a few months ago, like right after Ashley and Tucker's wedding? So I don't know, maybe it's time to see Abby and Devon tie the knot. Or maybe it's time to throw a wrench into their wheels. Either way. Next week, Aunt Jordan is gonna poison the entire Newman family. I am not sure how she's gonna pull that off. I'm not entirely sure it's a bad thing. Maybe the Newmans could use a little poisoning right now. You know, just to jostle them, to wake them up, or put them out for good. Either way. What? What? Can you even imagine? How would you even go about poisoning a group of people? How do you pull that off? Hi! Welcome to my house. I know that you're all worried about your wife and mother, who I have tricked you into thinking had a seizure. But before you see her, here, everyone, have a nice big glass of water. That's not suspicious. God, y'all look so thirsty, all of you. Why don't you just have a nice big drink? And I'll tell you more about Nikki while you're doing it. You telling me not one of them was like, no thanks, I'm not thirsty. Who am I kidding? All the Newmans are thirsty. Especially Nikki. Nikki has been taking some nice big drinks, swigging back the vodka bottles that Claire left for her. I think this is bad news for Nikki. I think this is going to leave a mark. A mental mark, a psychological mark. And I'm wondering if we're going to end up dealing with a Nikki relapse this holiday season. It's kind of depressing. But probably also an Emmy moment for Melody Thomas Scott. So that's a good thing. Okay, well, here's my question. Where is Cole while the Newmans are all being poisoned? Where'd he go off to? Well, as you know, I was completely lukewarm on the casting news that Cole was coming back. But then the moment I saw his face walk through the door, I was like, Cole! How are you? Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've seen you. I've missed you. It's been forever. Where have you been? How have you been? And speaking of that, I love how Cole came through the door saying, Nikki, I got your text about Victoria. And I just thought to myself, oh, it's as if Nikki and Cole have been texting semi-regularly for the past 20 years, and we all just never knew it. I mean, that idea just thrills me to no end, that Cole didn't just go away. He's been texting with Nikki on the reg all this time. That's delightful. And the other thing that excites me about Cole is I remember that he had a love triangle with Nikki and Vicky. And of course, I remember that because it's naughty and salacious, and so it sticks in my brain. But also, Cole had a relationship with Nina. And wouldn't it be wonderful if Nina found a new love, a new old love this holiday season? I mean, Nina is always devoting all of her efforts to her friends and family, encouraging Christine to explore her feelings for Danny, encouraging Chance to take Jill's job offer, which he may actually do. But isn't it high time that Nina got some satisfaction for herself? Carnal attraction only goes so far. Ugh. That's so just, I don't know why. The phrase carnal is just gross. It's like the word moist, which I said last week. So, I mean, I guess I can't harp on it too. I guess I can't harp on Tucker too much for saying it. Oh, you guys guessed that was Tucker. He was talking to Audra about her relationship with Kyle, saying, well, carnal attraction only goes so far. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Congratulations, Nancy, Henry, Marianne V, Juanita, Wonderful Wendy, Brittany, Kamna, Southside Granny, Sharon W, Daisy, Good Old Marky, and Tony. You guys guessed it. And I got a feeling you're going to guess it again. I don't care. I know you're all going to know this. I don't care. This was the line of the week. Turkey sucks. Someone had to say it, and I couldn't have said it any better myself. So I know you know. And I'm defiantly picking it anyway. That's the kind of rebellion you're getting out of me this Thanksgiving. And since you know who said it, you might as well go to yrchat.com and enter in your guess this week. And when you all get it right, I will read the very long list of those who have gotten it right, but I will revel in my knowledge that the truth has been told. Turkey sucks. And on that note, Ellen says, I keep hearing about dry turkey. This is so weird. What on earth are folks doing to their turkeys? I have attended turkey dinners all over New England and even stepped over the border into New York. I have never been subjected to a dry turkey. You roast that sucker with a meat thermometer in it, baste it, throw some foil over it if it gets a little crispy looking. Always juicy and yummy. Leftovers are fought over. I'm confused. What on earth? Are the ovens set to the wrong temperature? What is going wrong? I usually try to avoid turkey duty myself, but perhaps, but lots of different randos have cooked turkey with zero dry results. I think that you just don't like turkey. Perhaps it's that suspicious waddle thing they run around with. Very unappetizing. Poor Allie has to suffer through another turkey dinner. She's not a fan either, but I think she likes pie, though. Yes, Ellen, pie, yes, but not pumpkin pie. I am Team Billy on that one. But I think you're right. I think I just don't like turkey. And you know what? I'm trying to process this and understand why is it always dry? What's the problem? And I think maybe it's almost even that it's not as much that the turkey is dry, but it is drier than chicken. I can't help maybe mentally comparing turkey and chicken. And chicken is always good. But turkey's drier than chicken. And so maybe that's it. In my mind, I'm like, it's so close to chicken that I should be eating chicken, but it's drier than chicken. Why is this chicken so dry? Well, it's so dry because it's not chicken, it's turkey. And it sucks. Oh. Well, back to the show. I did not get to watch the classic episode, I'm sorry to say. They did not have it on Paramount Plus. I don't know why. You know, they don't even have past seasons on Paramount Plus anymore, and I think that's a real jip, especially if you're a paying Paramount Plus member. I mean, they should go back and have past seasons. Like, the second the season rolls over, the previous season is gone. Doesn't matter if it was yesterday or a year ago, those episodes are gone. It's nothing but season 51. If they're going to air a classic episode, dang, why do they not post that? At least as some clips or something. So I'm just going to, I don't have any idea what the plot was, but I'm going to read your comments. I'm going to let you guys take over on commenting that for the week. Victoria says, what a great classic episode they had on Y&R today. I am sorry for anyone who wasn't able to catch it. I checked my Paramount Plus and it wasn't available, but fortunately I was able to watch it on my friend's cable. Oh, you got lucky. Y&R had so many great stories going at the same time. In this one episode, we had one, Victoria separating from Ryan and moving back to the ranch for a few days, while downstairs, a pregnant Nikki and her husband, Jack, talk about their hopes for Victoria to leave Ryan. Ooh, Nikki was pregnant with Jack's baby at that time? Wow. Number 2, Nina acting as a seductress at Gina's and later in a phone call where she encourages Ryan to come to her bed. Oh yes, I do remember the Victoria and Nina and Ryan triangle. Nina wanted him bad. And she had him for a while too. Number 3, Eve Howard visiting Victor, claiming she just wanted to catch up. When Victor tries to see why she's there, Eve finds a way to talk about her son and compare him to Victor. Well, now that's Cole, right? So is that a coincidence? Can't be a coincidence. Cole is Eve's son. So it was revealed and turned out to be. So who knows? Maybe this whole thing with Claire and Aunt Jordan is going to turn out to be a connection to Eve Howard, and that's why Cole's in town. Oh, number 4, Michael Baldwin is plotting to kidnap Christine. Now, in 93, did they say 93? That would have been the first year I started watching, and I cannot believe that I was not able to see that episode. This ticks me off because I don't really remember Michael plotting to kidnap Christine. I remember his obsession with her, but oh man, I wish I could have seen that. And then number 5, Tracy accusing Lauren of flirting with Tracy's soon-to-be ex, Brad. That's why this is called it was called The Good Old Days. Oh man, Tracy accusing Lauren of flirting with Brad. And then that's probably soon after is when Brad had the heart attack in bed with Lauren. That I honestly think that had to have been one of the moments that I was like, yep, I'm in for life. In for life. Heart attack in bed, yes. I'm never leaving. This is all I need. Diana says, watching the classic episode was really fun. The storylines were exciting and dramatic, and everyone had a home. When the characters wanted to see one another, they went to their homes. We saw Victor's apartment, the Newman Ranch, including Victoria's bedroom, Ryan's place, Nina at her home in her bed, Michael's place or hotel, I'm not sure. Lauren was in a hotel and it was very large. It always made the characters feel more believable and real by seeing them with their kids in their homes. We got to see Victor's penthouse and I missed it. And the Newman Ranch when Victor wasn't living there because Nikki and Victor were divorced at the time and Jack was probably there. We saw Ryan's place. We saw Nina's place. We saw Michael's place. This is too much. I'm starting to get upset that I didn't see it. Ellen says about the episode, does anyone have some hairspray I could borrow? A giant can of Aquanet. Maximum hold would be best. My hair definitely needs to be big, bigger, biggest. It's all the rage in Genoa City. Yeah, 1993 was probably a big hairspray year, but I can't help noticing that you call it Aquanet Maximum Hold, almost like you used it, almost like you know exactly the type you need. You didn't just go for Aquanet, you went for Aquanet Maximum Hold, which is probably literally what was on the can. You've given yourself away. Now we know. Look in the back of your closet, Ellen. Do you possibly have a can still hanging around? You might. Well, new topic. Diana says, I am very much enjoying the Nikki storyline. It is very intriguing. I can't believe Victor and the family are being so foolish and naive about Claire and her Aunt Jordan. Victor was speaking to the aunt on the phone and was asking the aunt what hospital Nikki was in. And the aunt was pretending like they had a bad connection. That should have sent off a red flag. Even if Victor believed it with all of his years of wisdom, he has all the resources in the world. Why would he not get one of his investigators to find out what hospitals are near the lake house and find out what hospital Nikki was in? I would never take a perfect stranger's word about Nikki's condition. And it was especially fishy sounding with the fake bad connection. Not only Victor fell for this, but Victoria and Nick as well? Come on! The other thing Victor should have done was sent the police to Claire's aunt's house before he even flew out there. Having said that, I look forward to the confrontation when the family arrives at the house. Yes. And Sharon W. says, next week in the previews, Victor, Nick, and Victoria are being told their water bottles had been poisoned and they don't have long to live. Enter stage left. Adam, here to save the day with some kind of plan. Yes, yes. I'm loving this. Adam coming in to save the day. He's the only Newman who wasn't there. Yep. Picture it. Nikki, in a booze haze, looks up, sees Adam rescuing her, thinks it's Victor riding in on his white horse, only to later realize that it was her son-in-law, who she's been in love with for all these years, secretly pining for him. And that thus just jump-starts an actually shocking Y&R scandal that the viewers will flip their lids for. I'm telling you, Y&R does not do shocking anymore. Y&R does safe. So come on, Josh. Come on, Josh. Take this idea and run with it, darling. You can thank me later when the ratings are through the roof. Oh. Gary says, Adam stepping in and saving all the Newmans from those demonic witches coven. The demonic witches coven is the most glorious thing I could ever imagine. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And Robin says, looking at the preview with the Newmans about to be having heart attacks, I think Adam will come to the rescue and then be the favorite Newman by everyone in the family. The heart attack drug only works on people with a heart. Ask the Tin Man. Ooh, burn. Loving it, loving it. Hey, about last week's poll, slam dunk, I asked you guys if you think Claire should stick around. 85% of you say yes, you would definitely like to continue seeing her character. Naomi says, I want Claire to continue on Y&R. The actress is fantastic, and the character could be the ongoing, slightly psychotic character that the show needs. And Sherrod says, I know that Haley Aaron is under contract, but in order for her to stick around, they will have to redeem her. She targeted one of the royal families of Genoa City. She can't remain psychotic and stay on the canvas for too long. Well, Sherrod, so if Haley Aaron's on contract, is the other woman on contract too? Is Aunt Jordan on contract too? Is it possible that Aunt Jordan will end up going away and then Claire will just say, she brainwashed me, and everyone will feel so sorry for her and that's her redemption story? Or Steven says, maybe the writers can take an idea from Dallas season 9. It was all a dream. Claire saves Nikki by taking her to the hospital to treat psychosis, explaining that Nikki accidentally ate too many marijuana gummy bears in a bowl beside the tea. We can be left to wonder how much of the plot was really a dream. Well, now that is original, Stephen. Josh, are you listening? We are a treasure trove of ideas here. Well, different topic. T. Nicole says, did I hear Diane correct? She said that it was Kyle's plan when he met up with Audra and then Tucker, and then she's now worried about him being a mole. Diane, Kyle wanted to tell Jack, and it was your idea to have him become a mole with Audra and Tucker to take them down so that Jack will be so grateful and give Kyle the co-CEO spot. And Sherrod says, Diane, scheming to get Kyle in a top position at Jabot will be her undoing. She will lose everything because of the same person that got her everything. Her son. How ironic is that? Ooh-wee! Sherrod, I kind of agree. I think that Diane is going to end up losing Jack over this. It seems like a little white lie, but I don't know, it just seems like it's not a lie on the grand scale of plotting, but I think it's enough of a lie to make Jack not trust her. Oh, well, Sharon W. says, Chatters, they changed the flowers over the Abbott household fireplace from white to red. Upgrade! Okay, well, I looked at this, Sharon W., specifically because you mentioned it, and I was like, yes! Because the flowers were white, and it was almost maybe leftover from Ashley's wedding or something. It seemed very wedding-y, and then you said that, and I was like, oh, I gotta catch these flowers. And sure enough, beautiful, new, like Thanksgiving correct colors. It was beautiful, beautiful. And there's some basket like behind the couch that had some different colors in it too. So I have always admired the floral arrangements on the show, and these really did not disappoint. I love that switch up. And I'm sure soon the Abbott living room will be decorated for Christmas, and the whole town will be decorated for Christmas now that Thanksgiving's out of the way. Victoria says, Nina, I can't believe you talk to your grown son in such a whiny manner. Next, you'll put Chance in a time out to show your disapproval of his dangerous police work. And if that doesn't work, you can put him to bed with no dinner. She was really laying on the guilt trip, right? In the most mothering of ways. Dolores says, Chance goes to work in an executive position at Chancellor Winters with no corporate experience. He repeated this claim to Jill and Nina numerous times, hesitating to take the plunge in that career change move. It is amazing that no experience is necessary when you have the business/corporate name. I wonder how this will be received and or accepted by the other partners, Lily and Devon. Yeah, Dolores, because as Maime has dangled the idea of a no Jill Chancellor Winters with the Winters in complete control of the company, dangled that in front of Lily and Devon, Jill's going to go and install a bona fide Chancellor in that position, who will certainly have no problem disagreeing with the Winters or, no problem challenging them, even though, yes, as you pointed out, he has no experience. Now, that seems like a good place for a poll question to me. Do you think that Chance should go work at Chancellor Winters? Is having the last name Chancellor enough to sell you on the idea of Chance at the company? Or are you thinking you would rather see him continue in the law enforcement role, or maybe even in something else altogether? Do you want to see Chance go to work at CW? Go to yrchat.com to cast your vote, and we will tally them up next week. Oh, my favorite topic, Naomi says, Gloria is a treat anytime she is on, and she is still beautiful as ever. Yeah, Gloria came in with the sunglasses, and I couldn't get a good look at her. And then when she took out the sunglasses, I thought, she looks good. She really does look good. So I was pleased. I like the turban. I sort of wish she would make the turban a permanent look. But yeah, I thought she looked really good. And Victoria says, Ulta or Sephora is missing a great money-making opportunity here. They could have a Young and the Restless limited release Gloria accessory line. It could feature her golden turban and her mirror shaped like lips. And of course, everything would be covered in sparkles. Victoria! Do you know how hard it was for me to not screen cap every moment of Gloria? Every moment was a moment with Gloria. The chemistry between her and Michael was especially funny. She's just a riot. She is such a breath of fresh air on the show, and that sparkly lips mirror was such a wonderful, small moment of absurdity. Well, I think it's time for me to hang up my turban for the week. But you should go to yrchat.com to leave your comments about this chat, leave your comments about the show last week, leave your comments about the show next week, vote in the poll, look at all the beautiful screen caps. There's so much to do there. And you should also come back next Sunday, because who knows, next week at this time, we could be talking about all of the Christmas decor on the show. So that's going to be exciting. Okay, everybody, I love ya. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye.